radar speed gun. Ano na rin kami, nakapag-produce na kami itong sir last week for us to have talaga specific
Meron na kayo radar, speed
yes sir,
gun?
we have already. Another aspect of the LTO, last Monday I have coordinated with them and told me just give us the plate number of those violator and show cause order will be given to them, to the violator, for the perpetual revocation or cancellation or suspension of the driver's license of those who violate speed
Tama,
limit.
tama. Very good, very good. You do that. You do that. Para prevention is better than cure. And you can never cure death. Pag death na, wala na, kawawa yung mga tao.
Yung mga pulis po na andun is permanent na po, hindi na po natin iiwanan yung whole stretch ng Marilake. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Please don't get me wrong na parang higpitan na natin ang husto na hindi na mag-enjoy yung mga leisure riders na dumadaan dyan dahil pag weekend talaga, yan yung pinaka parang pang release ng tension ng mga leisure riders mag-enjoy sa lugar. Yan, napakaganda ang kalsada, magandang palibot, very green. So, wag naman natin gawin na very unattractive na yung Marilaki Highway to the the law-abiding motorist. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Brigadier General Elias Armata, the Director of Highway Patrol Group. May we know our participation here, sir, specific as to the meeting? Why we are here invited?
Yeah. Aside from this bill, aside from this bills under consideration, and as part of our oversight function over the PNP, we would like to know yung nagtanong ka lang na rin naman, unahin natin yung concern mo, yung mga ginagawa ninyong measures para mapigilan yung ang dami ng disgrasya dyan sa Marilaki Highway. At yan ay laman ngayon at dami ng nagkukomento bakit tila mahina ang law enforcement natin pagdating sa area na yan. Ang dami ng mga namatay na tila nag-exhibition ng mga riders to the detriment not only of themselves kundi pati na rin yung ibang riding public na who are after for safety and yung pati bystanders at pedestrians lives are endangered by these people who seem to be, I don't know, they for content purposes ginagawa na ito sa social media para kumita. We don't care whatever their motives are. What is important is that we have to restore order along that national highway ng Marilaki para maiwasan na yung mga future accidents. So, may we know from General Mata, ano nang ginagawa
Thank you,
niya?
sir. Since I assume as the Director of the Highway Patrol 2 weeks ago, that was my one of my guidance to my Regional Chief, the Highway Patrol 4A, as well as the Provincial Highway Patrol of Rizal, to be strict on the implementation of laws in that area. Because there's a lot of time na I view also in the blog of mga motorists na what is happening I know already what is happening in Marilake. Unfortunately, nasa bayan, sir. But right now, we are coordinating and collaborating with the LTO, the LGU, for the enhancement of even the DPWH for the enhancement ng engineering ng lugar, whether we have to put rumble strip or CCTV just like an EDSA. That doesn't have to be no contact policy. We will have CCTV for speed limit of the highway itself. Kasi mabilis naman, sir, makita nyo uninhabited yung lugar. Kaya they are natetempt sila na maglaro doon sa lugar na wala nakakakita eh.
Kaya nga,
Uh,
I think yung approach natin pag ano na CCTV, yun nga, ma-record sa CCTV,
mm.
pero yeah, patay na, na-disgrasya na. But what we think, I think the best solution there is police presence in
Yes,
that area. I think General Lucas, you want to say something?
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody. On the part of PRO 4A, Calabarzon, I designated the Provincial Director of Rizal PPO as the lead unit para pagtuunan po yung Marilake. We submitted, the Provincial Director of Rizal PPO submitted a proposal to the province of Rizal para gumawa ng interagency task force involving DPWH, the LGU, and the PNP. On the part sa PNP, it will involve the Highway Patrol, the RMFP, the PMFC, and the police station covering the entire Marilake. Naisubmit po natin yan last week po sa province, and we are waiting for the approval. And as of last week, we designated a permanent personnel para bantayan po yung kahabaan ng Marilake. Of course, kasama na po dyan yung HPG natin. Andun na po yung RMFP tsaka yung local police natin. However, kahit na po may police doon, sir, kung minsan itong mga motorista natin, ang bibilis po talagang magtakbo. Pag nakita yung checkpoint o yung mga kapulisan natin, mag-i-slow down ang mga yan. And pag nakalagpas na uli, haharurot na uli po yan. I think 3 years or 4 years ago, the PNP suggested na maglagay yung DPWH ng yung strip na goma, sir, para hindi bibilis yung pagtakbo. However, ang sabi ng DPWH, para baka magkaroon pa rin ng aksidente kasi yung mga truck na papaakyat, babagal naman yung takbo nila. So baka hindi makaahon, biglang aatras naman yun. So magkakaroon pa rin ng aksidente. With that, sir, yung mga police po na andun is permanent na po, hindi na po natin iiwanan yung whole stretch ng Marilake. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very good. Kung naka-fix na yun doon at hindi lang naka-fix, kundi active talaga. Active, lalo-lalo na pag weekends, no? Alam natin yan yung, wag rin natin, please don't get me wrong na parang higpitan na natin ang husto na hindi na mag-enjoy yung mga leisure riders na dumadaan dyan. Dahil pag weekend talaga, yan yung pinaka parang pang-release ng tension ng mga leisure riders, mag-enjoy sa lugar. Yan, napakaganda ang kalsada, magandang palibot, very green. So, wag naman natin gawin na very unattractive na yung Marilake Highway to the the law-abiding motorist. Di ba? Friendly pa rin tayo, pero we have to be strict in the enforcement of the law dahil nga para maiwasan yung disgrasya. Yun lang ang sa akin. Ako, I am using also that highway pag weekend. Nagra-ride rin ako dyan. Kaya feel ko, ramdaman ko kung ano yung kaligayahan, kasiyahan ng isang rider makadaan sa lugar na yan. Pero yun lang, hindi ba iwasan yung sinasabi natin na I hate to use the term kamuti riders. May kamuti riders talaga na walang total disregard of safety. Isipin mo yung mga nasa National Highway ka, mag-Superman ka na yung paa mo para Superman nga na lumilipad na wala ng control. Anong control niya ngayon doon sa footpeg sa kuan? Number 1, balance. Number 2, control mo doon sa brakes at saka sa gear sa baba. Wala ka ng control dahil ang paa mo nasa malayo. So these are reckless forms of riding. Ito dapat ang bantayan ninyo dahil ito talaga nagkukusa aksidente. So, yung mga suggestion ninyo, anyway, alam naman natin, di ba, Highway Patrol, what are the 3 E's of traffic management. Director ng Highway Patrol, tanungin natin, what are the 3 E's of traffic management?
Enforcement, education, and engineering.
Ha?
Engineering.
Oh, yun.
That's why engineering is vital talaga, sir.
Oh, vital.
I'll-
You leave it to the DPWH.
Yes, DPWH.
Yung 3 E's na yan,
Yes.
ang pinaka-concern ng Highway Patrol is enforcement. So
Yes,
diyan
sir.
kayo mag-focus ngayon. Huwag kayo mag-suggest ng about engineering. Let the DPWH do their job dahil alam rin natin na may mga maraming consideration, technical consideration. Kagaya nung sabi nyo kanina na maglagay ng mga barriers dyan, baka akala ninyo yun ay nakakatulong sa enforcement ng batas. But then again, na-sacrifice ang safety dyan dahil magiging traffic hazard yan yung sa iba. Lalong-lalo na yung nga, sabi nga, yung mga hirap na hirap umakyat dyan, mas lalong babagal yung sakyan nila. Baka may tendency pa na atras yung sakyan dahil sa sobrang bagal, mawalan ng momentum. So, enforcement, education,
Engineering.
and engineering. Enforcement, Highway Patrol.
Yes.
Engineering, DPWH. Department
Yes, sir.
of Public Works and Highways, di ba?
For the part of Highway Patrol, we committed our 18 personnel of the PHT augmented by the regional also, sir. And plus the force multiplier, we deployed them already there.
But then again, yun, nakafocus kayo doon.
Yes,
Pero
nakafocus
again,
doon sa-
dapat rider friendly pa rin kayo, ha? Na
Yes, sir.
hindi mawalan ng
Yes,
kwan
sir.
yung mga tao doon. Yung karapatan nilang gamitin yung kalsada at sumaya.
Walang hassle. Walang hassle.
Basta safe lang sila palagi. Pag
Yes, sir.
nakita nyo may overspeeding na, alam naman nyo. Alam nyo. Dapat yung may mga style kayo dyan na advance, meron na
may mga
radyo dahil yung iba dyan magpapahabol pa eh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, may radyo kayo, ito, haragin yung sonahan. So,
Kinonsider yun, sir. Ang ano lang, challenge, pati cellphone, walang signal dyan eh. Yung sa, especially dun sa may Devil's Curve and Manukan area, walang
radyo.
Sir.
Gamit kayo ng radyo.
Yung radyo lang, tinitesting nga, sir, kung ay yung medyo yung Itera, medyo hindi rin siya.
Iksi lang ang
sir,
range?
Ang range eh.
Hanapan nyo ng solusyon.
Sir, ginagawa namin ng paraan, sir. Pati radar speed gun, na rin kami, nakapag-produce na kami itong, sir, last week for us to have, talaga, specific.
Meron na kayo radar speed
yes, sir,
gun?
we have already. Through the initiative of my regional chief ng NCR.
Education. Ang education.
Education is the best.
Kayo, part of the education rin yung ginagawa nyo, di ba?
Yes.
Pero more on, kung ito, LTO dapat, yung pag-issue ng lisensya. May LTO tayo dito? Wala tayong LTO. LTO is for education.
And
Highway Patrol, enforcement.
yes,
DPWH, engineering.
Yes, sir. Another aspect of the LTO, last Monday, I have coordinated with them and told me, just give us the plate number of those violators and show cause order will be given to them, to the violator for the perpetual revocation or cancellation or suspension of the driver's license of those who violate.
Tama. Very good. You do that. Para prevention is better than cure. And you can never cure death. Pag death na, wala na, kawawa yung tao. So, okay na tayo dyan sa Marilaki. I hope, Arde Lucas, I hope na
Yes, sir.
wala na nang mamatay dyan, ha? Wala nang mamatay, particularly yung riders.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Tulong-tulungan ninyo. Focus talaga kay pag weekends dahil walang trabaho yung mga tao. Pag weekends, doon, nag-enjoy yan sa kakaride. So, focus kayo dyan.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you rin po, sir.
You want to say something, Senator Jamie? Please, you have the floor, Your Honor.
Good morning, magandang umaga. I'm just here to listen to tackle the different measures up for the agenda this morning. Pero siguro pasalamat ako lang. Narinig ko kasi kanina yung na bring up yung issue sa Marilaki. Nagpasalamat lang ako sa HPG, sa PNP, sa Region 4, sa Provincial Director din, sa support kahapon no nagkaroon tayo ng Make Marilaki Safe Ride Again. Kasi nga, nabanggit nyo, Mr. Che, kanina, that Marilaki has become a very notorious place. Dati, enjoy tayo dyan. Maganda ang lugar. no? Magandang kalye, magandang Sierra Madre, magandang tanawin, maraming kapihan, maraming restaurant. Kaya lang, medyo dahil sa ilang pasaway ng mga riders, nasisira po ang lugar, no? Like, ako kasi I'm advocating Philippine Motorcycle Tourism. Papasalamat daw kay Chairman Sen. Bato de la Rosa also for joining us in once in a while sa rides. Sayang po kasi yung hindi lang po yung safety pero yung economic benefits ng Marilake. It's now the #1 tourist destination of Rizal, no? Napakarami ang nakikinabang diyan, local economy na bubuhay. Kaya lang naapektuhan ko, Mr. Chair, ako mga 3 years na akong hindi umaakyat diyan dahil nga nakakatakot, no? Dahil yung isang kasamahan namin na damay, namatay siya, na binangga lang siya ng isang irresponsibleng rider. So, papasalamat ako. Hopefully, yung ating activity kahapon ay will already create an awareness of the need really to enforce discipline sa Marilake. Napakaganda ng lugar na yan, and it could help immensely in the local economy of Rizal, of Tanay, of Antipolo, through tourism, no? Kaya siguro ano lang doon, Mr. Chen, nabanggit niyo kanina yung enforcement, pero ang alam ko they tried ulit mga ilang taon na, no? Ang HPG naman nagpupunta diyan. Pag nandiyan ang HPG, dumidisiplina naman, no? Kaya lang siguro mas, Mr. Chair, I don't know, you're a former PNP chief, you should know na siguro gawin regular na, dapat magkaroon na ng stasyon siguro dyan, substation, para maging mabantayan na, especially mga areas na kung saan sila nagde-daredevil, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, Your Honor, the regional director of PRO 4A, General Lucas, committed for the permanent placement of his people there para mabantayan 24/7 yung highway. That is his commitment, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Papasalamat ako sa regional director, sa PD, sa HPG head, at sa LTO, nandun din kahapon. So, dapat hindi lang naman silang in-government agency, hindi lang local government, Mr. Chair. Siguro yung riding community din dapat maging responsable, no? Na sa kanila pong hindi lang siguro Marilake, it goes with other places as well, no? Na dapat siguro yung iba matuto na pag dumadaan tayo sa mga lugar, respetuhin natin yung mga tao, yung mga nakatira sa lugar na yon. Yun lang, Mr. Chair. So, thank you.
Thank you. And in line with that, Your Honor, Senator JB, na-discuss ko din sa kanila yung enforcement natin dyan sa area should not discourage the leisure riders from availing of the beauty of Marilake. Baka mamaya hindi na sila babiyahe dyan dahil masyado na stricto, di ba? Stricto in the sense na maiwasan ang disgrasya, pero still dapat friendly pa rin sila sa mga motorista. Yun lang, Senator JB. Thank you. Before I forget, no, siningit mo na rin yan dito sa mga bills na itatakil natin. Yung DIDM, yung sitwasyon ni Colonel Grijaldo, nagreklamo yung asawa. We are always talking about welfare ng mga tao natin. Nakakulong na yung asawa niya, pinutulan pa daw ninyo ng sweldo. Sino bang taga DP? Upo ka dito. DP. Ano bang polisiya ninyo tungkol dyan? Bakit pinutulan ng sweldo si Grijaldo? Gamitin mo yung microphone.
Sir, si Colonel Grijaldo, sir.
Ano ka sa DP?
Division Chief, sir.
Ng?
Policies, Plans, and Program Division.
So you represent DP and the Chief PNP as far as the Grijaldo case is concerned? Am I right? Sige, sagutin mo lang yung mga tanong ko. Sige, anong sasabi mo?
Colonel Grijaldo, sir, is considered allowpay, sir. Allowpay. Automatic leave of absence without pay, sir.
Why?
Na-contempt siya, sir, so hindi siya makapagtrabaho. And I don't know, sir, kung may order na rin siya, sir, as Alaupe.
Hindi ba nyo titingnan na double whammy yan on the part of Grijaldo? Sobrang injustice na yan sa kanya. He's suffering from injustice sa pagkakulong niya ngayon for telling the truth. Dapat ang PNP, you should be proud of him for standing for what is right and for standing for the truth. Dapat na consider yung bayani yung si Colonel Grijaldo dahil hindi siya nagpapatinag eh. Sinasabi niya katotohanan. Kahit na i-contempt niyo ako ilang beses dito, kahit na ikulong niyo ako ng ilang beses, basta yan ang katotohanan, panindigan ko yan. Dapat, he deserves your applause. Kayong PNP, tinayo niya yung bandera ng institusyon ng PNP na kami ay ganito. Hindi kami natatakot kahit sino mga congressman kayo dyan na mag-intimidate sa akin. Basta katotohanan lang ako. Bakit ginanon ninyo yung tao ninyo? Isn't it very double injustice on his part? Na wala na makain yung pamilya niya dahil pinutulan nyo ng sweldo? Hindi naman niya, he did not violate any law. To tell you frankly. Ay, interpret na ninyo yung batas to the detriment of your people? Ganun ba yun? You should implement, you should interpret your policies to the advantage of your people. Tingnan nyo, you should be liberal enough to interpret your own policies. Hindi yung porke nakakulong, i-apply ka agad yung no work, no pay, i-apply ka agad ninyo yung ano ba yung policy natin dyan pag nakakulong? Eh, sabi nyo, yung naka-incarcerated na tao or kwan is automatic, putol ang kanyang sweldo. Kawawa naman yung tao. Yung ginagawa natin yung policy na yan, ha? The intent of that policy is to make sure na yung mga eskalawag na pulis natin na nakakulong ay hindi na mag-enjoy sa sweldo niya. Is Grijaldo eskalawag. Kahit for purposes of discussion, sabihin nyo, isa, wala kami magawa. Yan ang polisiya natin. No work, no pay. At kapag incarcerated, putol ka ng sweldo. But still, dapat may puso kayo sa tao ninyo. Kung nangyari sa iyo yung ginawa kay Grijaldo, anong sabihin mo? Sige nga, I would like to get your opinion. Sige, you open the mic. Ikaw, nagsasabi ng totoo sa isang congressional hearing. Kinuntim ka, ikinulong ka. Ngayon, nakakulong ka na, pinutulan pa ng PNP yung sweldo mo. Wala ka ng pagkain yung pamilya mo dahil wala ka ng sweldo.
Yes, sir.
Ano masasabi mo?
Sir, I think I will have the same sentiments with Colonel Grijaldo.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Particularly that he is my classmate, sir.
Oh, so your classmate. Huh? Oh, alam mo, kayo dapat dapat manindigan kayo para sa tao ninyo. Not even the House of Representatives, not even the Senate could force you to do injustice to your people. That is double injustice. Ang ginagawa ninyo. Tumayo kayo. Ano lang sabihin ng mga patrolman ninyo ngayon doon sa baba? Ganito na lang among PNP, walang bayag. Kinakawawa na nga kami. Kinakawawa pa kami ng sariling ahensya namin. Napaka-heartless naman ninyo kapag ganun. So, classmate mo si Grijaldo. So, ano ngayon? Hindi kayo naawa. Then, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator JB Ejercito. Thank you, Your Honor, for joining. Alam mo, that is why I required the Chief PNP to be here. I would like him to to explain his side properly. Dapat. Because as a commander, it's very basic. Dalawa yung ating function as a commander. Number one is the accomplishment of the mission. And number two is the welfare of our men. Dalawa yan. Magkatabi yan. Accomplishment of the mission, welfare of our men. Anong welfare ang ginawa niyo kay Grijaldo? Hindi ba talagang nilaglag ninyo siya? Dahil as I have said, you should be proud of him. Hero ninyo siya. Porke galit sa kanya yung Quadcom, galit na rin kayo sa kanya. Tama ba yun na behavior ng isang institusyon na dapat tinitingnan ang kabutihan ng kanyang mga membro? I don't see any reason behind bakit ganun kayo mag-treat ng tao ninyo. Yes. Can we get your opinion?
Your Honor, with respect to the actions of the House of Representatives, unfortunately, that's beyond the jurisdiction, Your Honor, of the Internal Affairs. We don't have an active.
That meron kayong control doon sa Quadcom. Wala kayong control, but you have control to your own policies sa pag-apply niyo sa tao niyo, sa polisiyan niyo.
Yes, Your Honor. To that end, Your Honor, we have not, so far as Internal Affairs Service is concerned, we have not instituted or recommended as of yet, Your Honor, any disciplinary action on arising from the proceedings in the House of Representatives, Your Honor.
Please tingnan ninyo mabuti yan. It's time for you to show to the world that the Philippine National Police is indeed an institution that takes care of its own people. Huwag naman ninyong ganyanin yung tao ninyo. Ikinungulong na nga. Sobrang injustice na na-experience niya ngayon, putulan pa niyo ng sweldo. Paano ang pamilya niya? Paano yung pag-aaral ng pamilya niya? Paano yung pagkain nila pang araw-araw? Wala na siyang sweldo. Okay lang sa akin yun kung iskalawag yung tao. Kung ninja cup yung tao, go ahead. You punish him. Pero for standing for the truth, for doing what is right, and for not giving in to the intimidations na ginagawa sa kanya ng Quadcom, kayo rin, sasakay rin kayo sa Quadcom na pati sweldo niya, puputulin ninyo. You should be liberal enough to interpret your own policy to your people. Kayo ba sa forces, ganun din kayo? Kapag ang tao ninyo ay nakulong, na-contempt, puputulan rin yun na sweldo? Anybody from the armed forces can speak up?
General Mortelo, sir, from the
Yes.
AFP. In our case, sir, it's all based on the legal requirements of to discipline our people. So it's all within the bounds of policies within the organization. We have yung tinatawag namin, sir, na the right of the commander to institute punishment. So meron sa the AW 105, sir. So any commander, even down to the smallest unit, can impose punishments based on the to institute discipline within the organization. So hindi basta-basta.
Meaning, the commander still has the discretion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Discretion, yan ang pinaka-magic word yan. Discretion mo yan, being the commander. Nakita mo yung sitwasyon ng tao mo. May discretion ka. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Alam natin, paglaban natin mga tao natin. May mga tao tayo na hinaharas ng mga politiko doon sa baba. May mga tao tayo na kung ano-ano na pinagpapail na kaso. Ito, kaso talaga sa korte ha. Harassment cases dahil nga ako mismo, may mga kaso ako noon na harassment cases from politicians because hindi ako nag-give in sa kanilang kagustuhan, sa kanilang pansariling kagustuhan. Hindi ako nag-give in. Kinasuhan ako. Pero, at least ang PNP namin noon ay hindi ako pinutulan ng sweldo. May kaso nga ako eh. Pero hindi ako pinutulan ng sweldo. Dahil nakita naman ng PNP leadership na itong tao na ito nagtatrabaho lang. Nasagasaan ang politiko. Ngayon, nagalit ang politiko, rumisbak, kinasuhan. So bakit ko puputulan ng sweldo itong tao na nagtatrabaho? Sa taong matino. You have the discretion being the commander. And your discretion, using your discretion, you should consider always accomplishment of the mission and welfare of your men. Yung pagpuputol yun ng sweldo kay Grijaldo, what mission have you accomplished? Meron kayo mission na na-accomplish doon? Wala. Wala. Yun lang po. Nandito kayo mga pulis, makinig kayo. Nagsusuot kayo ng uniforme na yan. You're wearing that badge. You're wearing that badge. You stand for what is written on that badge. Ipaglaban ninyo yan. Huwag kayong magpaitoy-itoy sa mga politiko. You know what I mean? Huwag kayong magpatuta-tuta sa mga politiko, Yung mga politiko na yan, hindi yan nagtitraining. Kayo, nagtraining kayo, yung sweat, blood, and tears ay nagsipaglabasan sa inyong katawan dahil sa training na yan at gaganunin lang kayo. Paglaban ninyo, tauhan ninyo. My God, if I were the Chief PNP at this time, I don't know. Pag ginaganon yung tao ko, I can never sleep soundly at night kapag mayroong injustice na ginagawa sa aking tauhan. More so, the injustice is coming from my own institution itself. Sabi ko kasi magpakamatay ako para sa aking tauhan kapag ginaganyan yung tao ko. Lalong-lalo na kapag ang tao ko ay nagsasabi lang ng katotohanan at pinanindigan kung ano ang tama. DP, you relay my messages to to the DP. And to your Chief PNP, i-relay nyo yung mensahe ko. Sana naman nakikinig kayo. Hindi ko kayo pwedeng diktahan on what to do because that is already overreach on my part. May sarili kayong chain of command. Sundin ninyo. Pero sa akin lang, as may oversight function, nakikita ko talaga sobrang injustice na ginawa nyo kay Grijaldo. Paglaban nyo yung tauhan nyo. Lalong-lalo na, classmate mo yun. Sobra. Sobra ang nangyari sa kanya. Anong sabihin ngayon ng ibang mga opisyal ninyo? Ibang mga tauhan ninyo? Ganito pala ngayon. Hindi pala ako kayang dipinsahan ng aking sariling institusyon kapag ako'y lumalaban sa tama at sa katotohanan. Hindi pala ako kayang dipinsahan. Bagkos ako pa'y pinutulan ng sweldo. Ano makakain ng pamilya ko kapag ganun? Makonsensya naman kayo. What happened to Grijaldo may happen to you. Pwede mangyari sa inyo yan. At kapag ganun kayo ka-weak as an institution, I don't know what will happen to the PNP. Lumaban kayo. Labanan ninyo yung tama. Huwag kayong magpa-kuan dyan. Yes.
Sir, I would like to inform the Honorable Senator that the PNP is apolitical po, sir. With regards to Colonel Grijaldo po, sir, it may po meron mga reasons kung bakit yung sinasabi niyo po, sir, na naputulan siya ng sahod. It may be the resource person, si Colonel Uliciano. Hindi po niya alam yun, sir, Your Honor. So, baka may mga reason naman po, sir.
Alam
Thank you,
ko ang
sir.
reason, no work, no pay. Yun nga, but what I'm telling you is about the welfare of your men, that you should be liberal enough in implementing your own policies. Tingnan yung kabutihan ng tao. Because hindi ka forever, Kenneth, Regional Director, may chance rin na mangyari sa iyo yan. At kung pag nangyari sa iyo yan, what will you feel? Yung inostisya. I am not telling you to PNP to be political. We're not talking about politics here. We are talking about the welfare of your people. We are talking about your institution. There's no political behind my statement. What is behind my statement is yung aking pagiging pulis. Kasama niyo ako. Hindi ako outsider ng PNP. And I love the PNP. Hindi. Yung pinanggalingan ng mga pinagsasabi ko, hindi. Dahil nasa kabilang bakod kami ng politics. Wala. At akin dito. Ano yung uniforme na sinusuot ninyo at willing kayo na mamatay sa uniforme na yan. Yun ang aking sinasama ng loob, Kenneth. Huwag ka magsabi ng apolitical. This is not all about politics. This is all about the PNP as an institution na you should look out for the welfare of your people. Yun ang kinasama ng loob ko.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, kami nga po ay nagpapasalamat dahil kasama namin po kayo, sir, as the former Chief PNP. However, ang sinasabi ko po, sir, baka naman itong si Colonel Ulicanio, hindi niya alam yung underlying circumstances kung meron pang dahilan kung bakit po naputulan ng sahod si Colonel Grijaldo. Yun lang po, sir.
Then inform us kung ano. Huwag tayong ilatag natin ang baraha. Kung bakit talaga ninyo ginanon yung tao. Tatanungin natin.
Yes, sir.
Did he violate the law? Meron ba siya binayulit na batas? Yung pagka-contempt niya, kasalanan ba niya yun? Kasalanan ba niya? I'm sure all of you were watching the proceedings. Kasalanan niya kung ipagtayo niya yung katotohanan? Panindigan niya yung katotohanan? You want to say something?
Yes, sir. Based on our policy, sir, yung allowpe po kasi, sir, once hindi siya makapag-perform, katulad nung nakulong, sir, so he will be issued orders as allowpe, sir. Then, corresponding to that, yung salary niya, sir, talagang puputulin din based on the...
Wala akong question dyan. Alam ko may mga policy na ganyan. What I am telling you about is how you interpret your policies. Maawa naman kayo sa tao ninyo. Yun lang sa akin. Welfare of your men. Yun lang sa akin. I hope you get me right. I hope. Hindi ko sasabi na pag walang tapon niyo yung mga policy ninyo dahil ginawa yan, may rason yan. At ang rason yan, I should be clear to you. Bakit dating ginawa yan? Kasi yung mga eskalawag na pulis na patuloy pa rin na nagtatanggap ng sweldo kahit may mga kaso, yan, ginawa natin yan. Pero in the case of Grijaldo, dapat sabi ko nga sa inyo, dapat marunong kayo mag-interpret your own policy to your advantage. Kayo, advantage ninyo sa inyo. Huwag naman na ganunin yung tao ninyo. So, yeah, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Sir, we will submit ASAP, sir, yung documents regarding Colonel Grijaldo, sir, to your office. And we will also inform yung office concerned, Your Honor. Thank you po.
Thank you. Salamat.